Okay, so the very first thing I need to do is create some wallpapers. And I mentioned wanting to do an aura theme earlier, and I'm definitely still feeling that. It's February, so I want to incorporate some pink and maybe some other warm colors. It has just been so cold recently, so I feel like I need that. So I'm making these in Canva, and these aura gradient wallpapers are actually really easy to do, so let me know if you would want to see like a full tutorial on how to make them. But all I'm really doing is overlaying a bunch of circles on top of each other and then blurring the image to create that nice dreamy gradient effect. And then I made a couple of different variations. I'm going to use one for the home screen and one for the lock screen. I don't know exactly which one I'm going to use where yet, so we'll kind of figure that out as we're doing the customization. So these turned out really, really cute, and now that they're done, I'm going to send them over to my phone and then get customizing. So I have completely cleared my iPhone, and it feels really, really weird not having any apps or widgets on it, but I do like starting from a completely blank slate for these customizations. But anyway, let's just jump right in. So the first thing I usually like to do is customize my lock screen. I kind of like to do these section by section of my phone. So I'll usually do like lock screen, home screen, control center. So let's go ahead and add a cute wallpaper to our lock screen. To do that, go ahead and swipe down from the upper left-hand side of your screen. And then this is going to pull up your lock screen. So the next thing you're going to do is just press and hold and then tap on customize. And then you're going to see like this little box with a miniature version of your wallpaper in it. And you'll see this kind of on the lower portion of your screen. So go ahead and tap on that. And then tap on choose photo. So this is going to pull up your camera roll, and then from here you can just select the image that you want to use as your lock screen wallpaper. So I think I'm going to do this middle one, the more vibrant pink here, and then we can also pinch and drag to adjust it. So I think something like that looks good. And then my wallpaper is set and it looks really cute. So let's move on to the next lock screen customization. And that is going to be customizing the time. So go ahead and tap on it. And then up at the top, we have a few different font options. So you can just tap on those according to what you like. I think I'm going to do this serif font here. And then if we drag this to the left or to the right, we can adjust the thickness. So I think something kind of like that looks nice. And then below that is where we can customize the color. So on iOS 26, we can either do glass or solid. So solid is going to be just like a solid color. So we can tap on a different color like that. You can also do a custom color. A really cool trick that I like to do is if you scroll all the way to the right and then tap on the little color wheel, and then tap on the eyedropper tool in the upper left corner of this little color menu here. This is going to bring up this little circle, and what you can do is kind of move it around and it's going to pull colors from your actual wallpaper. And then if you just release the circle, it's going to set that color as the color on your time. And I also think it's a really easy way to pick a color for your time that corresponds really nicely with your wallpaper. But what I'm going to do for this customization, because I really want to lean into the whole liquid glass aesthetic, down at the bottom, I'm going to tap on glass, and then I can adjust this slider to the left and to the right, and this is going to adjust the opacity of the glass and basically how translucent it is. So I like it kind of more towards the left, but maybe not all the way, like something like that. So this looks really good so far. The next thing I want to do on my lock screen is add some really cute widgets, but for that I'm going to have to go back into my phone, into my two widget apps that I normally use, which are iScreen and Miko. So for now I'm going to tap done to save what I have so far, and then just go back to my home screen. So this is what the Miko app looks like when you open it up, and there's a bunch of really, really cute widgets in here. I already have a ton saved that I'm gonna use, but I wanna quickly show you how to get your own on here if you've never used the app before. Miko does have an entire section just for lock screen widgets, so let's go ahead and look there first. And I actually think I really like this dreamy gradient one. I don't think I've seen it before, so all you have to do is just tap on it, and then you'll usually have a few customizations that you can do to the actual widget, and that'll just kind of depend on each individual widget. But for this one, we can adjust the opacity, and usually I like to set this at 0 so that you don't see the background at all and you just have the heart. And then we can also add a little animation if we want. So I don't think I'm going to add an animation for this one, but once you have all of the customizations the way you want, you're just going to tap on save widget. And usually you will have to watch an ad to be able to save the widget, but it is completely free. Unless you see the little crown emoji on the button, then that means it is a paid only widget. But I'm only going to be using free widgets for this customization. So if you want to recreate this completely, you'll be able to completely for free. So I will be right back after I tap save widget and watch my ad. So I've saved my widget, and if you want to see all of the widgets that you have saved currently, all you have to do is tap on my widget in the upper right corner. And then this is going to show you all of the ones that you currently have access to and that you have saved and ready to go. So I think I have all of the lock screen widgets that I want saved and ready to go. So let's go back to the lock screen and I'm going to start adding my widgets. So to do this, just go ahead and tap on add widgets. And you're gonna see a bunch of default Apple ones that you can choose from. So like any of these apps here, you can choose to have a widget of that, and then if you tap it, once you unlock your phone, it'll just take you right to that app. And I wanna add some widgets from Miko. So I'm just gonna scroll down and tap on Miko. And then I'm gonna scroll to the right and tap on add round widget. Then I'm just gonna X out of this and then tap on add widget. And then this is going to pull up the list of widgets that we have in Miko. So from here, we can just tap on the one that we want. So let's go ahead and add that cute little heart. Okay, that is adorable. I really, really like that. So let's tap on Miko again. And let's see what rectangular widgets we have. This little hello widget is really, really cute. So I think I'm going to do that one. And then let's do one more round widget. Let's continue on with our home screen. So first things first, we have to set our wallpaper. So long press on your screen, tap on edit, and then edit wallpaper. And then at the bottom, tap photo, and then tap the little box in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Then tap choose photo. And then you can go ahead and select your wallpaper from your camera roll. So I'm gonna do this pink one right here. And then of course we can pinch and drag to adjust it. So let's maybe do something like that. And then once you're done, tap done and then tap done again. And honestly, I feel like it looks a little bit uneven. So I'm gonna go back and adjust it. Okay, I think that's better. I just kind of moved the orb down a little bit. Now it's time to add some widgets. So for my home screen, I'm gonna be using widgets from the iScreen app. So let's go ahead and open that up. So now that I'm in the app, I'm gonna go to the top and press on iOS 26. This is where we're gonna get some widgets that look really good with iOS 26. They look really good with like a transparent background. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. It's called iOS Clock. And then we have a bunch of fun customizations. You have a couple different styles of the clock, but I'm just gonna stick with this one. I kind of like the rounded numbers. And then we can pick the color, but I'm not gonna do that because I want it to be transparent. And then I'm gonna do 12-hour and then ignore the background. And that's really all of the customizations that I'm gonna do for this widget. And then I'm just gonna watch my ad and have it save it to my widgets. And that's how you add a widget in iScreen. I'm also gonna go ahead and add a few others that I want. And then I'll meet you back at my home screen. Okay, I've gone ahead and saved all of my iScreen widgets, so let's start adding them. To add a widget, you are going to long press on your home screen, and then at the top, tap on edit, and then tap add widget. And then for an iScreen widget, you're just gonna go ahead and search up iScreen and tap on it. And then I'm gonna add my clock widget first, which is a medium widget. So I'm gonna tap on add widget and then tap on done. And then we're just gonna long press on the widget, tap on edit widget, and then where it says current widget, tap on choose. And then from this list, you're just gonna tap on the widget that you want. So let's go ahead and find our time. It's this one right here at the top. And then that's how it looks right now, really cute. We are gonna tint our apps and widgets later, but I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and add the other widgets that I want. So these are the widgets that I'm gonna add on this page. The one in the top right is the bubble wrap widget, and it's also from iScreen. And then the one on the left is the Super CD widget, also from iScreen. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add some apps. So I'm gonna scroll to the right and navigate to my app library. And then to add an app to your home screen, all you're gonna do is just long press on it. And then you're gonna have this little menu come up, and then you're just gonna tap add to home screen. And then your phone will just kind of place your app wherever there's a spot. But if you want to move it around, all you have to do is just long press on it and then drag. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more apps and fill up this page. So I have some apps here, but I'm going to add 4 more so that I can put some on the bottom of my screen there. So I've just kind of added the apps that I use the most. Normally Instagram would be in here, but I'm actually doing a little bit of an Instagram detox at the moment. So now I am just gonna kind of drag everything around until I get the placement that I like. I do have one more page that I wanna do, and this one is gonna be that kind of page of to-do lists using your Apple reminders. I've seen a few people do that online and I thought it was really, really cute and I wanted to do it myself. So it's basically where you have all of your reminders lists as widgets on your home screen, and then you can kind of see all of your to-do lists in one spot. So I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. So go ahead and open your reminders app. And then up at the top, you're gonna select the little like to-do list icon with the little plus icon next to it. It's this one right here. And then this is how you're gonna create a new list. And what I've seen a lot of people do is title them for each day of the week. So then on your home screen, you'll have a little to-do list for like Monday, Tuesday, and so on. So I'm gonna go ahead and title this one Monday. And I'm just gonna choose this hot pink color for fun, but we don't really need to worry about the color because we're gonna tint everything. And then I'm gonna tap the check mark. So then we have our list, and then if we tap the plus at the bottom, we can go ahead and add something to our little to-do list. So I'm just gonna make like a sample to-do list just for the purpose of this tutorial so I can show you guys. So once you do that, tap the check mark. And then if you tap this back arrow up here, it's gonna take you back to your reminders homepage, and then you can just repeat that process for all of your to-do lists. So I'm gonna repeat this 5 more times. I'm gonna have one for each day of the week, and then I'm gonna have a combined to-do list for Saturday and Sunday. So as you can see, I have all of my lists created in my reminders app. So now I'm gonna go back to my home screen, and I'm gonna add another page by adding a widget. So let's go ahead and long press on our screen. And then at the top, press on edit, then add widget, and we're gonna search for reminders. Then we're gonna do the small widget, so tap on add widget. And then I'm just gonna drag this over to the next page and just move the bubbles back to the other page. And then it automatically added my Monday to-do list, but if I wanted to change that, I would just long press on it and then tap on edit widget and then tap on reminders. And then from here, you would just tap on the list that you want displayed in your widget. So I'm just gonna repeat that until I have all of my lists for each day of the week on my home screen. So after doing that, this is how the to-do lists are looking. They're so cute, I really like this. And these widgets are interactive, by the way, so you can actually tap the little circles. So this is the current home screen right now. I'm just gonna do these 2 pages to keep it simple. And let's go ahead and wrap up customizing the home screen. We just have a couple more little things to do, including my favorite part, which is app tinting. I feel like once I tint my apps, everything just comes together and it looks so good. So what we're gonna do is long press on our screen, and then at the top, press on edit, and then tap customize. So first thing, I wanna make my apps bigger and get rid of the little names underneath the app icons and widgets. So I'm just gonna tap the icon with the 2 little squares in the upper right corner of this menu. And then that's just gonna make everything bigger. And I really like the clean look of this. So let's go back to that customization menu. And now we're gonna tint our apps. So from here, tap on tinted. And then I'm just gonna kind of use the sliders to find a color that I like. I want them to be clear, but with just a little bit of a pink tint. You'll notice that when you do this, iPhone will also make your background darker. So to make it bright again, just tap on the little sun icon in the upper left corner. And then honestly, I think this looks really cute the way it is. I really like this light pink, but this is how the home screen is looking right now. And yeah, super cute. So let's go ahead and move on to the last part of this customization, which is gonna be our control center. We have one more thing on our customization to-do list, and that is to personalize our control center. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm sure you know how to access your control center, but just in case you're a new Apple user or something, to get to your control center, you're gonna swipe down from the upper right-hand corner of your phone. And then this is how I have mine right now. It's pretty clean and pretty simple, but it is a little bit boring. So I want to add some more like fun little icons to it. And I've already gone and saved the ones that I want in the Miko app. So all of the ones that I'm using for this control center customization are from there. And then to customize the control center, we're going to tap the plus icon in the upper left corner. And then a couple fun things we can do here. We can drag everything around just like we can on the home screen. We can also tap the minus icons on all of these little icons here to get rid of them. And then we can also drag these little handlebars around, and that's gonna make these bigger. So I wanna add some more icons. So to do that, I'm gonna tap at the bottom where it says add a control. And then I'm gonna search for Miko, then just tap it. And then I'm gonna tap on choose, and I'm just gonna choose the icon that I wanna add. So let's do this really cute bow. And you can add shortcuts and functionality to these icons, but honestly, I usually just add them for like decoration, just because I think they look cute. But I'm gonna go and add a few more. And then this is the completed control center. I really just added a couple of cute icons to what I already had and then rearranged it, but it's looking really cute and I'm happy with it.